Alright, it's time to debunk some stuff because I've seen a lot of misinformation. A lot of, nonsense, to say the least, that what I've seen on my newsfeed, on YouTube, everything. Like, the reports, even from some of these, dirt sheets, are really inaccurate, to say the least. I'm gonna get into me essentially debunking this story and getting into why this is the case. Because a lot of people got this news, a lot of these dirt sheets have clickbaited the title, and what's happened is that they've made this title so, evil and disgusted and vile that everyone's just overreacting. Like, some people are saying that there's gonna be a mass walkout with WWE. No, there's not. It's just let's look. I don't want to defend WWE. Now, I will say this. For those that do have somewhat of a problem with this, I understand. But there's a reason why these rules are in place. And I'm going to get into that now. So, as you all know, WWE Superstars cannot use their names and likenesses on a third-party platform. First of all, when I mean name, I mean WWE Paige can't use Paige on a Twitch account. She's now since changed it to her real name. That's fine. A lot of people seem to think that, real names and blah 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 can't be out. You can do that, alright? Now, here's the other thing. A lot of people are having a problem with this because apparently certain stars can't go on YouTube or whatever it is. That's not the case, okay? There are certain WWE stars, for example, The New Day, that have it in their contract where they can actually use YouTube as a platform to make money. Because Xavier Woods is a smart guy. He knows the score. Say what you will about Xavier Woods. Look, I've done the notorious rants about The New Day. Say what you want about them, but they're smart. They put it in their contract where they can do that. The other superstars have not done that. Now, WWE, for many years, took a blind eye to this. Believe it or not. Now, a lot of people are saying, well, Jerry, these people are independent contractors. They're independent contract. And I understand that, because the term independent contractors and restricted to third-party platforms can be very confusing at first. And I understand exactly where you're coming from. In fact, I actually agree with some people where the term independent contractors, I actually do think the term independent contractors needs to be wiped away from WWE. They need to stop calling it that. They need to just come up with a new name. Because it's just confusing everyone. Anyway, so what led to this? What led to this? Because this is, everyone's talking about, Paige can't go on Twitch. Apparently, Alexa Bliss can't go on Cameo. I want to get into Cameo in a minute. Apparently, Charlotte Flair can't go on, etc, etc. Okay? Completely understandable. First and foremost, in their contract, they signed a contract with WWE as an independent contractor. Okay? And in that independent contract, it states that you cannot go to another third-party platform without their permission. Okay? It states that. Now, some superstars, I'm sure Undertaker can do it, but there is certain superstars that can actually do this because they went out of their way to say, hey, I want this on my contract where I can do a third-party platform. Okay? I think Stone Cold did it whenever he was under contract with WWE, did a podcast. Chris Jericho was also, he could do it because he was doing a podcast when he was with WWE. There's many different things that you can do, alright? Now, all the other superstars that are not under this signed a contract that clearly states they cannot use a third-party contract, that they cannot use a third party. It's stated in the contract. It states that they can't do it. Okay? You know what that says to me? They were too stupid to read the contract. Okay? Ryback, you say what you will about Ryback. The guy was a smart guy. He managed to keep the name. Okay? Stone Cold Steve Austin kept the name. The Rock, believe it or not, The Rock actually the term Dwayne The Rock Johnson, if you actually look at an interview with Howard Stern, Rock even states that the term Dwayne The Rock Johnson is actually technically owned by Vince McMahon. Vince was going to give that away to him. Vince was going to give Dwayne The Rock Johnson away to The Rock. But The Rock actually gives, so any money that The Rock makes on a movie, Vince McMahon makes a small percentage of that because The Rock wanted to give Vince some thanks for getting him started out. Which is fine. But Vince actually wants to give it. There's a massive misconception that you can't get rid of your name. The main one is Cody Rhodes. Okay? Cody Rhodes can't use his name. This is a massive misconception. Cody Rhodes could have got his name. But he was stupid because he signed a contract where WWE owned the name Cody Rhodes. Now, whenever he left, he could have done it nice. He could have turned around and went, yeah, actually, sorry, like, you know, I'm actually leaving, but could I actually keep the name if that's okay? No, he just left the door. He just walked out like a little huffy little girl. And then said, yeah, I'm gonna get another company and blah, 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 blah. And then at the same time, bitches and whines because then they can't use his name. I'm sorry, but that's wrong. Like, what do you expect was gonna happen? You don't burn bridges. Like, Chris Jericho's in, like, in a good position. He can afford to burn that bridge because he can use that name. Okay? He can use everything if he wants. He can use that. But let's get into why this happened. Because WWE Superstars, despite allowing it in their contracts for third-party platforms, WWE actually took a blind eye to it for many years. What broke the camel's back was Lana's dumbass. Lana is the reason why some of these stars have to change it. And why was that? Lana, for some weird reason, Lana started doing these posts. And this is what Lana did. Lana wanted to promote an energy drink. She wanted to promote Lana has been promoting the Bang energy drinks to her Instagram account for a while now. And there's a string of posts that made her hyping up the product over the last few weeks. Lana is still a product of WWE. She only sells the actual sponsorship deals to WWE. Because WWE might actually have energy drinks that they've signed before. So put it this way. You sign with Red Bull. WWE signs with Red Bull, right? Hypothetically. I know they haven't, but let's just say they sign with Red Bull. And they're like, yeah. Red Bull's like, yeah, you know what? All your superstars just promote Red Bull. And then Lana promotes Bang Energy. So Red Bull's like, what? Why is this superstar doing this, but the others are doing that? You understand what I mean? There's a massive misconception that's going on here. And a lot of people just don't understand it. Now, I want to get into something in a prior video towards the end of this video. Almost like an apology towards the end of this video, so you can check that out. But there is people saying that, oh, WWE's gonna march out. WWE's gonna parade and march and they ain't gonna do nothing. They can't do nothing. There's people saying, oh, the WWE stars are gonna sue WWE. They signed the contract. They can't sue them. They walk into court and they put that in, they'd be laughed at. Is it right? I don't know. Maybe their dumbasses should have signed the right contract. Maybe that's what should have happened. Rather than, I don't know, reading your contract properly. Okay? I learned that lesson with Fullscreen. Anyone who doesn't know, I'm not with Fullscreen anymore. Because their dumbasses were completely idiotic. Alright? They left me. Because they couldn't handle it anymore. Because all these stupid sites were ridiculous. And Fullscreen were taking off a massive percentage of my money. So now I'm officially signed with Google. I'm officially signed with them. Been with them now for about a year or two now. Okay? And I don't get much money out of it. But it's a lot better than what I was doing with Fullscreen. Because I signed with Fullscreen. And Fullscreen had to let me out of my contract because, and I quote, I did edgy content. Because I was a dumbass and I didn't read it. Because I was like 20, 21, something like that. I was very immature. But these people are the same age as me. They should know reading these contracts that you can't do that. It states, contract, black and white. You can't promote third-party websites. That goes for Twitch. Why do you think Rusev waited? Why do you think Rusev waited till after his contract was over to go on Twitch? Now, Rusev was actually receiving gaming parcels, and stuff like that. But Lana went a bit too far with this whole energy drink thing. So while people might be saying, "Oh, blame WWE," they've put it in the contract that they can't do that. Don't blame WWE. You know who you should be blaming? You should be blaming the superstars that took the absolute royal piss out of this. I hate to say it, I like Alexa Bliss, but my God, love, you're going a bit too far when you're charging people $400, $500 for a shout out in a video. And yet people want to line up and say, let's burn Vince McMahon down. I'm sick of this crap now about let's all hate Vince McMahon. Vince McMahon is a lot of things, believe it or not. But damn sure he ain't wrong with this. And I know that's something that a lot of people fail to imagine because you're so glued to these stupid dirt sheets and these idiotic, stupid fanboys that just don't know anything about business and contracts. But that's the facts. The facts is they signed a contract that states they cannot go to a third party. Now, I agree with those people that say, well, Jerry, they're independent contractors. I agree 100%. The term should be changed because it's very contradictory. Independent contractor, I can't go to a third party. Independent contractor. But listen to the words. Independent contractor. Independent contractor. They're an independent person that's under contract with WWE. You understand what I mean? Now, I know that I sound like an English teacher, but I have to explain this to some people because some people just don't understand. They immediately see Big Daddy Dave Meltzer's text messages and all his stupid tweets and immediately think, oh, WWE, man, they're the worst. Like, do research. Like, that's why I can't really do news anymore. Because people, whenever you give them the facts, they just ignore it and just go somewhere else. They want, look, I'm not here to tell you what you want to hear. I'm here to give you the facts. Which is why I want to apologize. Yes, that's right. There was a comment that was brought to my attention in my last video. And I actually did a bit of research. Because that's what I do. There was an actual story which was presented as a fact, which was Sasha Banks and Bayley. Okay? Turns out that story was fake. That story was fake. I even wrote in a comment actually apologizing because I didn't know about this. And I did not know about a guy called Ryan Stanton. I've never heard of her. Never heard of this person. So, people were saying, yeah, Jerry, it was Ryan Stanton that apparently misled you. This guy Stanton has been misleading people for years. I never heard of Stanton. I was like, who the hell's that? So I do a bit of research. Oh, we got a rant series candidate, ladies and gentlemen. Oh, we got a rant series candidate. It's going to take some time, but I do have a candidate for the rant series. It has to be Stanton. I actually apologize. This guy fell right under my radar. But he makes Dave Meltzer look like an angel. He makes anyone that I've talked about previously, he makes them all look like angels. Wow. Anyway, but for this whole debunking thing, I just wanted to state the facts to you. The fact is that a WWE wrestler, unless they have it stated in their contract that they can do it, they can't go to a third-party platform because they're an independent contractor. Independent under contract with WWE. That's it. So hopefully that explains things. I'm getting so sick and tired of explaining this crap. It's General Jerry on the General Jerry channel, signing out. Do some goddamn research, people, for the love of God.